Greetings. Thanks for joining me again today. I don't do very many unboxings. In fact, I can only remember one that I've ever done, and that was on the Starlink. But today I want to show you this new trail camera that I picked up this year, and I think I must have purchased 5 or 6 of these at this time. And it's called a GardePro or GardePro A3S. And the only reason that I'm bringing this to you is I'm not getting paid for this and I'm not getting any compensation, but the only reason I'm bringing this to you is because it's been a really nice camera for me. So I'm going to open this and go over some of the different functions with it. First of all, we have in the box the camera, of course, instruction manual, a USB cord that can be used for downloading from the camera to your computer, and also a very lengthy tree strap that can be put around quite the big tree. Now on this particular camera, before you go to use this, there are these plastic covers that are over every one of the sensors and lenses. Those are all going to have to be removed. As you open it up, there's also one on the inside. This particular camera, I know in the past I've had several different brands. I've had Covert, I've had Browning, I've had a Browning camera. So this one here opens with these latches. I've had other ones that open with one big latch. This one has 2 of them. And then on the inside of the camera, you have this nice big viewing screen. And that's what I was saying before, it has to have that piece of plastic removed from it. Actually, it doesn't. You could leave it on there to protect your screen. I want to say something up front about this, and that is I got these on Amazon, and I'll share pictures of the Amazon screen from my computer that will show you this camera. Now, you know how on Amazon they have a list of pictures, you scroll from one to the other? Well, at the very bottom of the list of pictures are videos of people that have reviewed this camera much better than I would ever be able to do. They know certain things about this camera, megapixel wise, and probably the actual camera chip. But then again, on that same Amazon page, there's also people that have posted videos using this camera, and I highly recommend that you go there and check that out. I'm going to put a couple of videos on this particular YouTube channel of this, and they're going to be things that were done this year. I paid first time around was $75 per camera. Then there was a deal on the camera and I ended up paying, I think it was $57, which I bought 2 then. And then after that, it went back up to $71. So I don't know if it's because of the time of year, you know, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all that. So it might be more or less, but right around the $70 range. And I'm going to tell you a couple things about the camera that I don't like. One of the things is this button here. This is the off, on, and set button. So if you can see that right there, I'm used to going from off to on, flipping it all the way over. But if I did that out in the woods, this camera would not record a thing. So this camera has to be set in the middle. Now, some people might say, well, that's just so trivial. Why do you even complain about that? Well, it's because when you're doing this at nighttime or real early morning and you're not really looking at this and you don't have a lot of light, You basically want to go from the off position right to the on, but in this one you have to stop in the middle. The second thing about this camera is that I am trying to get away from using batteries. This one takes 8 AA batteries, and I've found myself going through literally hundreds of dollars over the years putting batteries in these things. When I think I finally got smart enough, I have 10 cameras now. What I've done is I've purchased batteries. So this one runs on 12 volt DC, obviously. And the other cameras that I had ran on 6 volt. So what I ended up doing was putting 2 6-volt batteries together to make 12, and I've been running some of these cameras off of that. The other cameras, the newer ones, what I've done is purchased a 12-volt battery, and I put those in cases on the side of the trees. So the problem is with the other cameras, they work so well, the power is plugged into the bottom, and all I do is open the door and the power actually follows the camera. On this one, the hole is on this side, and when the power is plugged in, I cannot open this door. I literally have to unplug the power, open the door, retrieve the data card, put the data card back in, make sure that it's on, which there's no power on it at that point. And then after it's on, I have to take and close it and then reinsert the external power. So I've figured out a way to get around that. It might not be the best, but I have figured out a way. What I've done is the bottom of this camera right here, this hole size is the hole size of my adapter that goes in. What I've done is I've taken a razor blade knife and I've heated it up, and what I've done is I've cut straight down here and straight down here to make this opening go all the way through. That way when I have this closed and my cord is in here, my adapter, and I go to open this up, my cord stays attached to the camera and opens up like that. You can see this little hole here. That's where the power goes in. So that's the end of this video, and I'm going to put some graphics on here that you can take a look at on the Amazon website. Again, I remind you, if you're going to purchase one of these, they're a nice camera, and many more examples on Amazon that you can look at to verify that for the price. You can go there, check them out, and make your decision there. This is not a full video of, what this thing's capable of, but I do have, I think it's 5 or 6 of these now. So God bless, be safe.